Previously on Rise of the Conduit. We're not going to be able to do business with you anymore, Warden.
Can I ask why?
I don't know the details, but the words coming down from on high that the Conduit are untouchable right now.
What the fuck have you guys done?
You all arrive at the factory. You see the foreman and a few workers are loading stuff into your very large armored boat. All of a sudden, you see a congregation of a ton of boats together, and there's people throwing a party.
Do I recognize any of the people here?
You do. You
Yeah.
recognize a few scattered along. You recognize them from the giant battle between Thrill's father and the Hive. Good quality? I doubted you. Levi thought you would come through. I suppose he's right. But he's a little disappointed. Thrill, where are the designs?
I'm only going to show them to him.
And he has yet to see them. Well, that's 2 out of 3. I think that is good enough for one of the items.
That wasn't the deal. The deal was for Mari and Falca with this first delivery. How are you feeling right now, Levi? A little sweaty? Hard to breathe?
He is sweating. He says, "Fine. You can have them both." He reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a vial with this small, wispy thing flying around in it. And he hands it to Thrill. "Falca, are you sure you want Mari back?"
Positive.
Yes.
A few minutes later, she comes out. She's holding this. It looks like a cat of 9 tails, almost. Mari, her hands kind of mystically bound behind her back, and she's smiling at all of you.
And he will go to his office, and he will get a piece of paper and a quill, and he will write up a contract. Mari will not harm any member of the Conduit. They are free to go as much as they like. However, they must respond to Warden's commands.
He will take a nail and scratch, and it leaves red as blood from her nail on the contract. "Now, may we please fulfill our deal? I guess I'll be right here." She gestures to a room down at the end of the hall. "I can take that one then, can I?"
You can.
Wonderful. You know, I'll keep the bed warm for you.
On the run once again, can't afford to just stand still. Spirits or the law or your past, they'll catch you. Yes, they will. Down here in the underbelly of polite society, you do what you can to survive. Your crimes will set you free. Two brothers with a thirst for revenge, they now roll their dice amongst them. killer and a whisper and a spy, and two lovers reunited far from their once noble homes. They're all running up that ladder. That's how the story goes. All through the night they scrap and fight, blood boiling and blood spilt. They pull the strings, cut heads off kings in this gang that they built. Flirt with shadows until pound. Oh, what they want is what they get. Once they got their sights set, they never, never quit. It's the rise of the Conduit. It's the rise of the Conduit. It's the rise of the Conduit.
Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, isn't it? It's good to see you all again.
Tuesday, isn't it?
It's been a while. Happy days. You guys all saw the recap. How are you all feeling today? Everyone feeling good? Everyone feeling spicy?
You ever make eye contact
fresh.
with somebody through the screen?
I'm feeling
There's-
spicy.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Every
a
day.
I hope y'all ready for some spice because Warden is feeling.
Oh my
Spicy.
gosh.
You about to be? Oh,
the house
God.
about to
Fiending.
stank.
you about to be?
Oh.
Are we past the minute?
Wait, hold on.
gotta wait.
Wait a
I mean, I
second.
think I put the
No.
previously at the start of every YouTube
We're-
video, so...
Okay, brother,
yeah.
you about to be fucking?
Oh no!
No.
Okay.
At least not
Yeah.
proper. Not
Correct.
proper fucked.
Not interested then.
Not interested with demons that betray
Move
them.
on.
Come on.
Move on. No longer interested.
Yeah. Quick announcement. As you saw during the ad, as we were getting started, we have 2 new games starting. Mr. Craiggumz is DMing Monster of the Week. That is coming in just over a week.
Yeah.
Whoa!
8 days.
Oh my god, I'm
8
so excited.
days.
So excited.
And Helvetica Cat is going to be running a Fallout one-shot. And much more on
Let's
that
fucking go.
coming. I am excited for... I know both have probably GM stuff before. In fact, I know Craig has, but I'm glad that they are going to be doing it on stream. I think both for the first time, right?
Correct.
Exciting.
Oh.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
We're so excited.
I'm just very glad that other people know the joys of doing it, because even though it can be a lot of work, it's a lot of fun. As I know now, as I had like the last minute panic, and thank you all of my players for being supportive. My baby wrecked my keyboard. I'm doing surgery right here on my keyboard that I'm going to have to fix after the show. I had a backup, thankfully. But let's get into some Blades in the Dark. You have your demon mistress return to you. Very powerful artifacts that she has control over. But things are not all great. You have delivered on your end with the weapons. The factory is going to keep making them. But your drug supply is dried up currently. Zimmers are not going to be super happy about that eventually, once they realize. And you have at least 1, if not 2, very powerful factions that's not pleased with you right now. And who knows what the status of that hit on Thrill is now, given that it started a war, you know? So, and, you know, there's the matter that the tower seemed to be threatening Knight's life. So lots of stuff hang in the air. So I'm going to pass it all over to you wonderful people, and you tell me, where are we going tonight? What are we doing?
I don't know, but there's no music, just so you know.
I know.
Just your
I'm
words.
starting it.
I saw this in a show. It's a son for a son. We got it.
Stop that.
Oh.
What do y'all want to do?
Well, after you say things like that, I don't know if I want to do anything.
Well,
I
Yeah.
know. I know.
Crying is a
Knight-
free
Knight-
action, even in games
Knight
without
started
action
it off,
economy.
so
Yeah, I got it.
All
I'm
right.
moving back in with my grandmama.
Yeah,
That's how Knight starts it off.
you're peacing out. Goodbye, Conduit. Hello, Grandmommy.
Hmm.
Thrill.
Yeah.
Can you arrange a meeting with your father?
What?
Did
Why?
I stutter?
No, you didn't. I'm just questioning your sanity.
He's a businessman, is he not?
Yeah, he's also incredibly vindictive and possibly sociopathic.
Good. I'm counting on it.
You want to meet him
Yes.
on your own? Or with
You're
me?
welcome to join.
I feel like it might go worse if I'm there.
Well, it's your choice. We need our drug supply back. For now, at least. So,
All
meeting
right.
with him. Look, a meeting.
Okay.
I spoke to Bear. I got the information. But if we can just sit down and discuss some things, I think it'd be worthwhile.
Okay.
See what you can do.
GM note, that is going to be a job if you choose to go that route.
Oh, I figured.
Okay. Just want to mechanically clear it.
Thank you, though. I guess that's what I'll be doing.
Okay. You sending a cipher, or you going to go see him yourself?
I mean,
Mm,
depends on Thrill. Thrill knows how to get a hold of him. I don't.
I'll
One other person knows where he stays.
try Cypher.
What do you write to him?
I will deliver it as a message from the city.
Okay.
Just because Thrill truly believes he will not answer it if he sees it's from his son.
Okay.
So I need him to at least open it. That's
Okay.
it. So that's what he's thinking. You know, if it's sealed by the city, maybe he's more likely to answer it. Or read it at least.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him.
Is Knight there when you're setting this up?
Oh, we got like downtimes and shit.
You've
right?
got lots of downtimes. I'm
Okay.
not
I don't want
robbing
to
you.
just jump right into this.
No. I'm just getting this in motion. It'll give me time to think
Got
of his response
Got it.
also.
Got
Once
it.
this is getting out there.
Is this
Cypher's
one of my
also-
downtimes then?
No. This is just free.
Hey Frank, if I'm remembering right, and this is just like a lore thing, just so
Uh-huh.
Momo has like extra context.
Uh-huh.
Ciphers don't generally announce where the letter is coming from when they deliver.
Right?
It's up to you to open it because they're not.
Unless
they don't
it is,
get told
unless you
details. Their job
intentionally
is-
do so, yes. They don't give any context or notice. They don't know the context
They
of the
just
letter
deliver.
exactly. They just deliver.
They just go, "Are you insert name here?"
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
then
Cool.
I
Here
can
you
just
go.
write a
Process
note.
server.
Yeah.
Then I don't need fancy paper for this.
Nope.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
But what do you say?
Dear Mr. Hawthorne.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a Dear John letter.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Dear Penthouse.
While you've denounced me as your son, I gotta figure this out live on the fly. So I'm not doing it in the voice.
Do you want time to think about it?
I might need it. I gotta write
Okay.
it out.
Who else
don't
would
know
like
what
to
I'm
do
gonna write.
something? Who else has plans? Schemes?
guess I just want to make some money.
You want to make some money? You mean you want to go lose some money gambling again? Is that what you're saying?
Lies and deceit. That never happened.
How much was it? 4 coin that you lost?
Or coin.
And then I made 3 coin back. So profit? Question mark?
A profit of -1.
Yeah.
No, because see, you're starting too early. If you think later on, I still made 3 coins.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
What? Am I still handling the God, this sentence. Do I still have the whip thing?
Yes, you
The
still
thing?
have the whip.
I don't know
You're still
what
Mari's
it's
PO
called.
officer.
The artifact.
You can
You're
say you have the
PO
whip,
officer.
like
I'm just-
Daenerys with the unsullied.
I just want to know. I just want to know who has it right now because
Yeah,
when
you've
we
got
left
it.
last scene,
It's
I
also
had it,
not
so, like,
needed
what am
anymore
I-
because
She's bound by a different contract, though. Not needed. She could break it, kill someone, and then suffer the consequences for breaking the deal. So, yeah. But yeah, up to you guys. But yes, you have it still.
who's trading off with me for that? Because I gotta sleep sometime.
I don't know.
who do you want to give it to?
Looks at night.
You better find him at his grandmama's.
Oh, he's actually moved out. That's crazy.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
All right.
Knight does not do demons.
Hey.
He has not dealt with
Craig,
Mari.
Craig, you quiet?
A little
Craig
bit.
quiet for
I
anyone?
got
He's
you,
probably
I got you.
drifting.
Yeah.
He doing the thing.
Test.
There you
There we
go.
go.
There's that sexy voice.
Stop.
Oh my god.
Hell no.
Okay.
I mean, he'll do
Looks
it
at
because you're
Thrill.
his best friend. But other than that,
Thrill said nah.
I don't know if you want me holding the whip.
that's terrible.
Just give it to me.
Warden can hold the whip.
Let's-
Ash, if that's the conversation that we have, like when Ash finally like reaches their limit and needs to go to sleep,
Hmm.
it's just like mildly suspicious, but we'll hand it over because nobody else is willing to help.
I don't think anyone else would want that burden, I think is the most accurate way of putting it.
Yeah, feeling her emotions is interesting. That is for sure. And Ash would definitely warn you of that ahead of time.
That's fine.
All right. I just need a couple hours and then I can take it back.
Are you going birching?
No, I don't have stress.
Okay.
That was just like free play. I don't
No,
have
I know.
nobody's given me any jobs to do. So,
You're a loyal soldier awaiting orders.
yep.
If I were to make a suggestion, I assume Warden is planning this meeting with the tower. Some reconnaissance of that could be nice.
Okay.
Checking up
that.
other avenues of where you might find more Quicksilver, which is going to be the thing that's missing most.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I want to. That's actually a really good idea. I think trying to do recon on the tower is kind of a waste of time.
Okay.
At least it generally is a waste of time because dude is always 5 steps ahead.
Okay.
So I think I would.
You don't think
go-
you all could catch him off balance for the once?
I think if that is what Warden wants, Ash will do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna go searching for Quicksilver.
How would Ash search for a new Quicksilver Connect?
Ash knows a lot of people in the underworld, especially those of the weird variety. So
Okay.
I would imagine maybe they could. Oh wait, I have contacts for this.
Do you?
I think.
Do tell.
Actually, I don't know that any of these people are of the weird variety. But
I'm
I
gonna bring up your
do-
sheet also.
Well, I didn't pick these rivals. This is all
No,
you.
this is all me / default. But
I think. Well, I have a blue coat and I have an information broker. So I would probably wait. Couldn't I just ask Birch? Wouldn't Birch know?
is there something in Birch's backstory that I'm not thinking of that would let Birch know this? I don't know if I'm thinking.
He's a ghost.
Yeah, but he doesn't necessarily do Quicksilver just because he's a ghost.
Wow. Wow, you just assume that? Wow.
I mean, based on Birch's personality and the history I know of him, it wouldn't surprise me. But okay.
Let's fortune roll it. Let's see.
Okay, let's fortune roll it. Let's roll dice for it.
You know, we're
love-
playing a
I love to
TTRPG.
roll-
We can figure this
Yeah.
out.
I love to roll dice for things. And if not, I could go to Telda or Darmit.
Okay. I'm gonna say 2D and a success, a full success. Birch has a Quicksilver hookup.
Okay.
Birch does not do Quicksilver.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'll go to Darmit.
Okay. So you're going to consort with the man and try to get out of him, hey, I need info. Please give me info.
Oh, if it's consort.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going schmoozing, trying to find info, you could take a different tact. You could command him into obedience and threaten him.
I think I would go to Telda instead and threaten them.
Okay.
So it says Telda is a beggar, and they do spying and information exchange at the street level. They gave Ash wrong information and drew their ire, so maybe I'm coming to collect.
Okay. Let's, it's just gonna be standard roll.
Okay.
Big money.
Big money. I'm gonna push myself because I like to do that as this character.
Or you could use a die. You have extra.
Success.
Okay. You come in, knives out, threatening, like, whoa, 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 whoa. And they give you the name of a rival dealer to the Hounds.
Okay.
Someone that you all don't know personally. They, give me a second. I'll tell you where they deal drugs out of.
Huh?
Hang on, I gotta look something up.
Google, where? No.
No. I'm consulting the real Google, the book.
Yes, yes, of course, of course, of course.
They work out of your home district, Night Market.
Oh.
And they get their stuff by train. Lightning rail.
Okay.
That is what you learn.
But what is the gang?
They're unaffiliated with any of the major gangs. Freelancer.
Freelancers.
That's not healthy.
Oh. Sounds like a bunch of disparate hawkers who need to be absorbed into a larger organization.
Could be.
Capitalism at its finest. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna immediately bring this back to Warden.
The name is Powell. Don't know he, she,
Powell.
they, but Powell.
Okay. I will bring all of this back to the boss.
And you just found this contact? Just
Yeah. I had somebody who owed me a little favor after fucking up in the past. Apparently they're unaffiliated freelancer types based out of Night Market.
Local.
They get their supply by train.
Thank you, Holly.
How did Bear's group get theirs? Isn't that also by train?
It was
remember-
originally by train and then eventually by sea.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
The name I was told to look for was Powell. I can keep digging if you want.
Keep digging, see if you can get a sample.
You got it, boss.
No reason to meet with this person if their stuff is subpar. Well,
True.
I guess anything's better than nothing at this point, but I don't want it, like, cut with silica powder or dirt or something like that. You know
Right.
the gist.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either. All right. I will go digging.
Thrill.
Well, that's a thing.
I have a question for Thrill. Would
yeah?
you like your adepts to be working on stemming the bleeding, so to speak, of your
Yes.
quicksilver shortage, and/or would you like to help them with that?
That is what they're supposed to be doing. Yes. I'm not gonna help them.
Okay.
I have something else I have to do.
So
unfortunately.
I am just gonna roll your all's tier, which currently is 3, to see how much they are able to make, / how good. Okay. And there are how many of them? I think it is 12.
We got a whole lab.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
12 people. It was
I
20
see
while
where-
Warden was in jail.
yeah.
Okay. While they're not able to make up the entire difference, when the dimmers come to you when the next shipment is short, they'll at least have something. And that conversation is probably coming at some point, you all know.
Yeah. They
Um,
got something for us, though.
But what are you doing, Thrill? Since you're not
I
helping
do-
them make drugs.
I do have my letter ready.
Okay. You've been cooking?
And yes, I also made the letter too, and I'll post it in the Discord.
Okay. And
One
you
thing
can
about me.
you can read it for the chat.
Yes, I will read it for the chat. It will say, Mr. Hawthorne, while our familial connection is severed, I do not think severing our business is necessary. If you do not wish to deal with myself, the head of the Conduit would like to request you meet with him instead. If you find this agreeable, please let us know what time you'd be available. V. Hawthorne.
That is great. You cooked that up real nice. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that ready into OBS, but that is super nice. It's like wax
Oh, wow, look at
sealed and
that.
everything.
Yeah, look at that.
Signed,
I
sealed,
got a
delivered.
little something real quick. There you go. That's all I got for 5 minutes.
It's good. It's good. That's some good cooking right there.
Where did you post that? Oh, it's in the
uh,
Forge in the Dark channel.
It's in the
Yeah.
Fortunate Dark
If you
channel
all
in
join our
Discord,
Discord,
if you wanna see it.
discord.gg/MagicRPG, you can see the letter. It looks nice. Momo was cooking.
If you ever wanted to know what his handwriting looks like, it's probably real nice.
It is real nice. It's like
Um,
cursive that you can read.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best kind.
So he would send that off,
Mhm.
which you said is not a downtime, correct?
It is not just free play. Ciphering is free time stuff.
Okay. My first downtime, I would like to take care of my boyfriend's records, as I promised him 2 episodes ago.
Yes, that's right. I remember you mentioned this. How are you
did.
doing this?
A while ago. I suppose I would need to know where these are located, right?
This would be the city administration in Charter Hall. Your stomping
Okay.
grounds. Your business face stomping grounds, anyway.
That's easy enough to get in there then.
Yes.
Is it difficult for me to access files like this?
you wander into the City Hall records. A young man dressed in a very nice tailored suit is at the desk and in the records. And you go to him requesting for access to military records for a
Yes.
Knight. Would you like to state your full name for the record?
Oh, no. Am I allowed to... Let me... Before you state your full name, because
No,
I
he's
don't want
not
to give
there.
that away.
I'm just letting Knight give it to the audience because
Oh,
you'd
go
have
ahead.
to give
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah.
Anthony Armstrong.
And you're going to request access to the records room yourself rather than giving the name of the records. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I do have a reason.
All right. That sounds like sway to me, but go ahead. Give me the speech. What are you actually
Yes.
saying to do this, Mr. Thrill?
Afternoon. So I don't know if you've heard, but with our new hospital opening, it's still in the works, but I'm hoping to dedicate a wing specifically to those injured in our wars, perhaps something for our veterans. And for that, I would need access to those records. Would I be able to get my hands on those?
For that, you get great effect. That is awesome.
Waha! Listen here, I thought about this. It's about my man. I've got to be careful. I don't have a lot of stress, and I really want to make sure I get this. So I'm gonna push myself.
Use an audience die. Use an audience die. Use an
We also
audience
have
die.
we have 4 die.
Okay, let me clear that then. I had already.
Actually,
clicked
Holly just donated again. I didn't actually see the
Three.
message. Three
3?
more, so
it.
that's
3 to our little pile.
so
Okay,
that
I've
puts us
added it
at
to the
6,
tracker.
I think.
Yeah, no, we had 4.
Okay, that's 7
7.
then.
Okay.
All right.
Will you set up my roll again?
Oh yes, my bad. I didn't see
Please.
that it went away. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely use some dice.
Okay, I will use 1.
I just
Alright,
pushed myself because I'm a masochist.
there you go.
I love that.
Plus, you know, I need to work some stress out later.
Yeah, exactly.
A success.
Oh well, that's a very admirable thing, Mr. Hawthorne. Just don't tell my boss. I'm only supposed to go to the records room myself. And he opens a drawer on his desk and hands you a key. It says, back there, 3rd door on your right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yep.
You head down. And it is, I don't know if you can make a records room very exciting, but it is an enormous, like, 15 feet high shelves with ladders that you need in order to get into boxes. Just thousands and thousands of records arranged alphabetically.
Well,
Eh.
luckily, Anthony is AA.
Yeah, it does not take
I
you
got
long. And you find his military record.
Interesting.
Knight, would you like to talk briefly about what's in your military record?
Yes, Knight's military record is a lot of black ink covering a lot of the things that he's done for the military. It's a very thick record of assault of officers, plenty of war crimes. But it's all X'd out for the most part. Something about going into I always forget the name of it. What is it? The Badlands or something like that?
Yeah, the Badlands.
Yeah, the Badlands.
Going into the Badlands multiple times. And the crossing out of certain VIPs from other lands.
You were
It's a thick
a
one.
fixer.
Yes, he was a fixer in the military, and it's a you probably go through like, oh, okay, Adams, our wall, and then you see Armstrong, and it's like way thicker than the last 3 you just passed of just bullshit.
Oh my. What is Thrill's reaction to seeing all this?
I don't believe he's told me all of this. There's some that's surprises,
Certainly
I'm sure.
not, yeah.
Honestly, he doesn't snoop too much.
Oh, so you just take a quick glance?
Well, he reads what he needs to, because he would like this to be a very clean job. He's not destroying his record, he's editing it.
Oh, you're going to forge records and replace it.
I want to make sure so if there are names mentioned in his record, I want to find them and then, cross-examine to make sure that Anthony is not involved in any of this bad shit. Like, he can be part of the things that he was allowed to do, but mostly I'm editing the part where he got.
So I'm going to say this is a 2-part roll. This is study to support then a sway roll, which is how you would do forgery. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I want it to be airtight.
And, wow, yeah, you get 4 dice by default on study. Forget this.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He does.
Go ahead.
I just thought of something.
Go
if you
ahead.
guys have ever played Mafia 3, Lincoln Clay, what he did with the CIA is basically what
I have not. I have not seen or played, but I hope someone appreciates this reference.
Success.
You go through and you see his commanding officer, squad mates,
Pull him.
enemy combatants, people that he's taken out, and you start going through. You change. No, this other person was on this mission, not him. And then when it gets to the most important parts, him going AWOL, I'm guessing you definitely changed that part.
Yeah, he was just he was honorably discharged.
Okay. So let's do a sway roll to see how good this forgery is. Wait, do you have 4 dice again? How do you have 4 dice again?
I do.
Do you have forgery tools in your items?
I believe I do, yes. That's probably why.
Does that give you extra?
Maybe, let me look. I have subterfuge, not forgery.
Okay. I think this should just be 3. I don't know why it was defaulting to 4, but go
I don't
ahead.
think I have.
Oh no, I had forgery tools, I think, on Velvet's character sheet. I was looking at mine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna push myself for this.
Okay. Or use an audience die.
No, I've used 1. That's fine.
Okay.
I want to save some for this tower thing, you know?
Okay.
A success.
Looks like a perfect forgery. You spend time going through editing many different records, not only Knights, but some of the other people that were linked in, changing this fiction into a more successful story. And luckily it looks like his commanding officer has also been out of the military for some time, or has moved on to something else and won't be able to contradict his story or what the story of the paper now says.
Yep.
Your work complete. File away all of these boxes. This takes you, man, a good full day of doing this. You're basically sweaty, tired, weary by the time this all finishes, and head on back. But finally, with a job well done. Your mans might be free.
He is. Ring clear. If he wants
Let's
to.
go, Knight.
Let's go.
I got my GI Bill back. Let's go.
Oh my god.
I got you, honey. Don't you worry. Yeah. That's what
Warden.
that's one of my dum-dums.
At some point, I need to change music for this. Mari would stretch out like a cat getting out of bed, come down the hallway, and come see you. Well, boss, now that we have a new arrangement, are you putting me to work right away, or do I get a little reprieve before I have to start putting in the hours? Do you get benefits here working for the Conduit?
You get whatever you want, Mari.
Whatever I want. Anything that I want?
Within reason.
Okay. This job could be nice then. And what comes first? Do you need me to take care of someone for you? Do you need information? Do you need to have some fun?
No.
What do you need?
We're going to have a chat. A talk. With someone.
Oh. Is this someone a friend?
Not particularly, no.
And you just want me to talk, right?
Yes. Just talk. Just be present.
All right. I can do that. I can play nice.
Look, I'm not going to treat you like some weapon or some tool to be used. I'm going to treat you like a member of the crew.
Well then, that is a little surprising, actually.
Why is it surprising?
Well, I am an ancient being thousands of years old with quite a bit of power. Most people would let hell loose.
Well, I'm not most people.
That is true.
Look, I don't know what happened with the Craiggumz. I don't know how they found out about you. But at the end of the day, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's how this is gonna work.
Just like old times.
Just like old times.
Fair enough. This could be a good deal then.
That's all I want.
We'll keep it simple this time.
We'll keep it exactly.
But you know, the deal, our old deal, your gift of immortality, it's not going to work unless you let me use those artifacts.
I believe you.
I would just hate to have something happen to my new patron.
Well, that's why you're coming with. Just in case something does happen.
What a tease. It is like old times. Very well. I'll be ready.
I'll let you know when we leave. We're waiting on Thrill to get an answer back.
I can keep myself busy. You just let me know if you need me.
I know where to find you.
She looks over, takes a match, lights a candle, and then disappears into the flame.
Can she get back in the hideout?
Nope.
Not unless you let her.
Okay.
What is Warden doing to prepare?
I thought she was also worded inside the hideout as well.
Did you all do anything to keep her inside? I don't remember this.
Was it part of the deal that she would stay in the hideout?
No.
Or stay where you
I
want
don't
her to?
think so. I think it was just she has to obey his commands and isn't able to hurt anyone in the conduit.
He specifically said you can go where you please.
Hmm.
What are you gonna do, Warden?
see what we have. Well, we only have 2 heat. I'm not injured.
Things are pretty
know what I'm
good
gonna
right
do.
now. Yeah,
Yeah,
tell me.
I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to. I'm going to train something I've never done before.
Oh, okay. And what and how are you going to train?
I think I am going to. I don't want to use the Cat of Nine Tails, but I just want to like look at it and study it.
Oh, you're trying to get better at attuning to this
Attune,
thing.
correct? Yes.
Very cool. I like it. Yeah, so you're not using it to tighten the leash, so to speak, but you're just trying to understand how this works, study it.
Looking at the runes, writing them down, stuff like that.
You spend a few days doing that. Yeah, go ahead and add the... I think training... It's been so long since someone has used this. I don't remember the specific mechanic for training.
You mark 1 XP on the XP track for an attribute or playbook advancement. So
All right.
you just mark 1 on the red line.
Yeah, does that give you a point in attune? Or not quite?
If I use 2 downtimes, yes, it does.
Okay. I also want to remind you, not that this is a downtime activity, you have a date that you're expected to keep.
I do.
You do, with Miss Pharos.
Oh, that's
Warden got too
right.
many
Yes,
hoes. Damn.
I forgot about that. It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a couple of weeks. That's why I'm reminding
Yeah.
you. But that doesn't require a downtime. So
Yeah, let's go on a date. I still
Just-
have a downtime because I get one free, or if
Yes.
someone else needs it.
and somewhere Thrill's eye twitches.
Smells something fucky going on.
Where your mama stay, girl?
Yeah, where your mom
Where
stayed,
mama
bro?
stay?
A moment. You head, and she is at Charter Hall University. Give me a sec while I bring us here more appropriately.
Oh, look at that couple.
Oh boy.
It's a W. It's
He's
a
just-
W, not gonna
He's just
lie.
needling. Give me a sec.
Beekeeping age.
I was just gonna say. Warden is the MILF hunter. You're absolutely right, Ron.
Oh Jesus.
You did this to yourself, Chris.
Well, someone stop it.
I got it. I'm working on it.
That means we haven't been here if it plays by default. I'm glad I'm getting use out of One More Multiverse before it goes away forever.
Get it all going.
There you go.
Thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
Hello again. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
Miss Pharos, yes.
What should I call you, good sir?
You can call me Victor.
Victor. Well, Victor, I hate to cut straight to it, but I'm a bit impatient on this matter. Where do things stand on you getting my boy out of this trap he's been ensnared into?
Well, your boy has made it rather difficult. I'm sure you've heard the commotion of what happened up in, was it Brightstone?
Yep. I have. And I suppose he does seem to make things difficult. Not sure if he's more like me or his father in that matter.
Hmm.
Perhaps a bit both.
Your ex-husband, I assume?
We'll just call it X for that matter.
Your ex has essentially excommunicated your son from his life. And with that, that raises issues.
Was it deserved, at least? Sorry.
So I'm trying to remember like what he would know. He would know that that was his uncle. Would Warden know that?
Yes. I
Okay.
think Thrill told him that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but with like forgetting the dad and stuff like that, it's kind of
For
weird.
now, yes. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens later.
It's very complicated. To make matters direct, Vanaday let your brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, die. Maybe not directly, but he was dying, and Vanaday. Thrill's his street name.
She kind of winces at that, but
Yes.
lets you continue rolling.
You know how it is in Duskfall.
Unfortunately. Wait, Mo, I think you're muted if you're trying to talk. Nope. Sorry, stream. My Discord just restarted itself, so I can't hear anyone.
There he is.
That was weird. I didn't do anything. Discord just restarted itself, and so I missed whatever clever thing Momo said, and so did the stream. Sorry.
So,
Okay.
yes. Vanaday had a chance to save your ex-brother-in-law and didn't. But he died by a member of my crew's hand, who then she proceeded to skip town.
Well, if that's who your friends are, I'd hate to see your enemies.
So getting him out has been difficult.
It would seem so. Well,
I am working on it, though.
I'm not going to hold your feet to the fire. Just wanted to know, that's all. The city is cruel and unusual. Are you from here originally, Victor?
No.
And from where do you hail?
The Dagger Isles.
The Dagger Isles polite society, or more ruffians like
Depends
here?
on who you are.
I've never really left the city.
The Dagger Isles is a beautiful place if you have the coin. A lot of merchants. No electroplasm barrier, though. We survive on sheer will, some people say.
I've read books about other places that aren't so blessed to have the barrier and what some might imagine to be a peaceful existence within. Of course, leaves us all kind of trapped and fighting for the resources that manage to find their way in. It's a bit of a paradox.
You ever think the barrier is what makes it so rough to live here? Almost like a moth to a flame.
Sometimes I do. I've been trying to solve this problem so long, you forget to actually think about what it leads to. At least Strangford's gone.
That is true. Good riddance, I say.
Yes, well, you can only have so many friends fall out of their bedroom windows and be crushed under ice boxes or whatever so many times.
In regards to your son, I want to get him out of this life. I really do. but I fear that he won't go willingly. I
Why
feel he's gotten a
not?
taste for it.
Oh, so what you're telling me
He's-
is this life as a counselor is a front for whatever it is that you all have going on?
No, I generally think he enjoys being a councilman,
But
but you know Duskfall.
yes, unfortunately I do.
If push comes to shove, I may need to take him out of the city.
If he'll be safe,
He will.
then you have my blessing, if you need such a thing.
You're welcome to join us.
I'll
I think
consider
you would
it.
like that.
Hopefully I can finish my work before then and leave the city with some measure of hope for the future. Do you ever stop to think about the fact that the electroplasm that powers the city is harnessed from enormous demon blood that we extract with ships on the seas? Such a precarious existence.
I have thought about it many times.
You a seafaring man growing up in the Isles.
Absolutely.
Do you ever see one of the beasts?
Oh, no. Not up close. From afar, you get mirages, think you see things surfacing. By the time you call it out, it's gone.
I've quite enjoyed this conversation, Victor. I don't know if you're a good man, but you at least play a good man very well.
I've enjoyed this as well. It's, it's funny. I can't remember the last time I had a adult conversation.
A normal
Just do it.
conversation that didn't involve knives and backs, drug deals, and power plays.
Precisely, yes. Just two adults having a conversation.
Well, you can come back for more conversation if that's what you'd like. The feeling's mutual.
And to answer your question, I'd like to think myself as a good man. But some days, I have to be a bad one.
You know, in university, I was always big on philosophy of technology, understanding the schools of thought around doing the right thing, the ends justifying the means and all that. And one of the problems that they always brought up was, well, how many lives is worth progress and the reasons that we take life. Why do you take life, Victor? Why have you taken life? Is it to make your life better for some grander ideal, or because they just got in your way, like an object on the lightning rails?
Why have I taken life? Revenge, primarily.
You lost someone.
Haven't we all?
She nods.
Now imagine if you could use the power that you have to make things right. If that means a couple people have to die.
There was a man who offered me something similar once. It was tempting. But in the end, I decided to make things right in my own way. The way that I know how to make things right is to block out the evil that is done to us, and if you apologize for keeping the metaphor going, keep things on the rails. And my work is almost done.
Thrills said, I'm sorry, Vanaday has said some impressive things about you. I know you and him have a tumultuous relationship. But I think now more than ever, he needs you. Especially with his recent loss.
All right. Perhaps a little kindness is in order.
He's smart. Sometimes too smart for his own good.
Sounds familiar. Well, Victor, if you'll excuse me, this has been lovely,
yes.
but I have work to attend to.
I'm sure you're very busy.
Call on me again, will you?
I'm looking forward to it.
She'll give you a polite bow and make her leave.
He will stand.
And scene.
Oh, chef's kiss right there. Chef's kiss.
Scrams.
A fucking adult conversation. I'll give you an adult conversation, bitch.
I'll show you adult.
I'll show
Murders a
you
man.
adult.
Knight is a full-fledged child with guns. Y'all don't understand. What is that? A gun! No.
No.
Knight.
Actually, I think Ash is.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think Ash is kind of young. I just had to think about that for a second, actually.
Knight, what are you up to in this downtime?
I think Knight, sitting at his grandma's, is worried about Char Hollow, with a demon walking around. So I think, well, that and a whole war going on. So I think Knight would just walk the streets of Char Hollow, telling people, stay safe. Keep your doors locked, you idiots. His aggressive way of trying to make sure the people of Char Hollow are safe.
Awesome.
Checking on the Masons. Nothing crazy going on around here?
No, boss. All is quiet, but we could always use another foot on patrol.
Well, I'm not doing anything. I might as well tag along with you.
And, I think this is gonna... You're just trying to make sure people are safe, right?
Correct.
Sounds like a survey, if you're cool with that. I'm gonna have this be a long-term project that I wanna surprise you a little bit, but
Cool. May I use a holly die, please?
you may
Please do.
cross it off the list.
May I also push myself?
You may.
Oh, you're going hard.
Are you sure you would
all I
like to
did,
do
but-
that though? If you plan on gambling afterwards, it's probably okay. Just making
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I plan on doing, yeah.
Okay.
Success.
So I'm
Big
gonna
success.
kill off both of these clocks. Be terrorized by ghosts. And are wary on crime. And I'm gonna start a new clock. . And I'm going to make this 6-tick clock. Char Hollow embraces the conduit. And I'm going to tick 1 on this.
Why does that feel like we're back at day 1? Char Hollow embraces the conduit. This is episode 3.
I'm
Yeah,
back
sure.
in that fucking building again!
Yep.
And then, yeah, I guess well, has everybody else done their second?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
We can go back around.
Do you all have ideas for your DTs?
I am going to do what the boss says. I'm gonna go acquire Quicksilver from these freelancers.
So that is also going to be a job.
That's gonna
But
another solo job for me. Yeah.
do you want to do a
Okay.
solo job?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time when I suggest things for Ash, it ends up being a job, so might as well.
You don't have to. You can,
Why
and you
not,
can
you
all
know?
go. It's
What
okay.
am I,
I-
chopped liver? Damn.
Okay, I'll
And
go.
forget
I'll
about,
go
you know,
tonight. Who doesn't use Quicksilver and probably doesn't even look like he
thankfully
does.
this is Forged in the Dark. We can roll past downtimes if you guys want to RP them to do more jobs in a session. We have these flexibility
true.
if you guys are interested in doing multiple jobs. So don't feel like you've got to rush this just because you want to get it done and save time.
Well, if this doesn't count as a downtime, then I'll train.
Okay. How and what would you like to train?
Because I want to get Ash's stats up. I'm going to train. I'm gonna train study. Actually, no, I'm gonna train hunt.
Okay.
And I think Knight has higher hunt than I do.
Knight has very high hunt. So Knight, you want Knight to
Oh,
show you the
I'll-
ropes?
Yeah, we'll go out on a little stroll together, and he'll, I don't know, give me pointers probably.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like something Knight would do, yeah?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
on the rooftops.
I think I'm just gonna show up creeping outside of Grandma's house.
Yeah. So anyway, Grandma, like I was saying, wait a minute.
You see face peeking in window behind her.
Yeah, she's just like, what's wrong with you, boy? You look like you seen a ghost.
Close enough. Yes, Ash.
Friend of yours?
Yeah, I tap on the window and I wave to Grandma.
Winnie, this is Ash. They obviously have something they want from me.
Any of your friends ever come by and just bring presents? Casserole?
They hang around
Blanket?
with me They hang around with me too much, Winnie. Their presence is a present.
Well, I guess you better go take care of business then, shouldn't you?
Yes, ma'am. And I'll kiss her forehead and walk out. Knocking, knocking. We do not blend through walls in this area.
I did not use my powers. That was a
Looked like it.
window.
You're just that stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll knock next time. I didn't want to upset your grandmother.
There's not much that can upset her but an empty purse. I'm not the only Armstrong that walks around with weapons.
Yeah, so, can you help me out a little bit? I'm trying to get better at hunting down people,
Oh.
and you're really good at that, so.
Oh, yes, of course. He just tosses you his rifle. Alright, you just... So from what I do is a lot of long-range stuff. So you
Hmm.
have to focus on... doing
Distance.
distance, focusing on a point for a large amount of time, and expecting where your target is going more than assuming you can just trail them.
Hmm. So you have to think ahead a little bit, like velvet. Interesting. All right. I think I can do that.
Of course you can.
Want to go on a stroll?
I have time.
I'll bring your grandma casserole next time. And they'll flip up their collar and go with you into the night.
You can cook. And they'll start walking.
Cool.
I think from that point they explain to you that no, they do not cook, but they will get a casserole.
They will find a way.
Oh,
There's
boy.
this thing called money that exists. Okay. Go ahead.
They talk about making like basic military type meals or rations.
MREs. Oh,
Ugh.
I hate you.
Yeah. whatever the Duskwall equivalent of that is.
Oof. Not
Ash
great.
only has experience in those things.
Kind of forget you're both veterans in a way. All right.
Of the Badlands anyway.
Yeah. What else? Knight, are you going
Deathlands.
you're going gambling?
Yes.
Can I go with you?
Sure.
Where are you
Yeah.
taking me tonight?
I am taking you to the gambling den. with
The
my
same one
grandmother.
that we always go to?
I'm not sure. If Winnie has bingo, then we might do that.
Side question for you. Does Winnie know that you went AWOL?
No. I
Oh.
told her he was honorably discharged.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Noted.
Interesting.
I assume Winnie doesn't like hearing any of his military stuff.
She's not a huge fan. She's not a big on the military.
Because that's how she lost her son.
Yeah, she's not big on that.
I have a question also, because this is my lack of knowledge, but I want to get right.
Yes,
Is there
Momo.
something that I could offer him subtly that would be a way to show that I've cleared his records? But it is maybe something without alerting Winnie.
I mean,
Badge or some kind of bill or some kind of
I think you
piece of
could
paper document.
I think what would be the most subtle way to talk about it is you could talk about events that happened in his past and just kind of alter the story a little bit so that it's the new narrative and talk about the way that you changed it. And then, of course, he would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you'd be like, yeah, because, and then mention another thing that happened. You picking up what I'm putting down?
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was a real life thing that I could offer him. But yes, that will work as well. Okay. Good to know.
I mean, if you're not trying to
Appreciate
like
that.
leave a paper trail about,
No,
I
no
did some
paper trail.
forgery today. Would you like to see the forgery I did?
You want to see the forgery I did for you, honey?
I committed crimes today. Would you like
But you!
Honey, would you like to see the crimes I did for you?
Look at the crimes I did for you. Aren't they hot?
I love you so much, so I did crime for you.
I did crime for you. No. Okay. Noted. Yeah, we would go up gambling.
Knight, as Thrill is relaying your war stories and all of the things you've been through, and starts naming some of the things, and is weaving the stories, and you're very confused, in traditional Knight Himbo fashion, but eventually you pick up what he's putting down, and you can tell that he's been in your records very in depth. What does Knight think about that?
He's being casual about it, though, while we're playing.
Ooh, I think Knight understands why Thrill did it, but it's one of those things of he's also going through the stresses of the PTSD that follows remembering those moments as the stories are being told.
My baby.
And as the names are changed up, he thinks about he sees the faces and everything, and he's kind of, if he wasn't gambling, he'd be adding stress as this is happening. And I think a couple times as they're like holding hands and like enjoying the night, you notice that his arm gets a little tense thinking about those things.
You know, we can go if you want to go.
Hmm?
You've got quite the vice grip on my wrist.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't let go.
No, I was in another place.
I know. I didn't mean to bring it up that way.
I didn't know the Dustfall had such a well-researched military section when it came to their papers.
Well, with the right amount of convincing, you can get anywhere in the city. Don't worry, I didn't snoop too hard, darling. Only enough to fix it. He's whispering this, obviously. I didn't want to look at things I shouldn't.
I don't know if they required fixing. I mean, I spent that part of my life doing things that I was told. It was when I started making choices for myself is when they got pissy about it.
Of course. Well, there's no record of that anymore. It was quite thorough.
I am quite thorough.
As am I in my own way. Different way.
No, it's only right. If I would ask you for no more secrets, then it's only right that I do the same.
That's not why I did it, you know?
No, but I can't fake being a man of honor if I don't actually do it with everyone.
Ah. Well, you could argue I'm the person that matters the most when it comes to that.
He looks over to his grandma.
Oh,
Back to
okay.
you.
Oh, fine. I'll take second place.
You two are on completely different races, love.
That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Well, couldn't exactly hand you up. It's not a physical thing I can give you. But it's done.
Most of the best gifts aren't.
All the best gifts aren't, I'd say.
Well, I mean, there is. Winnie.
What's up, boy?
And he smiles. I think tonight's gonna be the first time I whoop your ass at some cards, Winnie.
You wish. You ain't got nothing.
I got something in this hand for sure.
Hold my drink, boy.
Yes, ma'am.
I love watching these two.
And let me get your... It's set up.
Best NPC easily.
Easily.
I'm gonna roll
Love
fast.
her.
4, nice.
Nice. Almost perfect.
Almost perfect. We
I
can't all be Winnie.
No, we cannot all be Winnie. I believe that takes care of all the downtimes. Thrill, you need to decide if you're doing work this downtime.
Yeah, I will
And
be.
Warden has an extra, I believe.
I
And
also
yes,
have an
Warden
extra
has
if you
an
need one.
extra.
I will use my second downtime to do work to appease the council.
All right. Council will not get rid of Thrill for now. We'll untick
Thank
one
you.
of those as you've been a good boy.
I've not missed any days. I've not once not chosen the
Yeah.
council.
You've been very good, and I am rewarding your good behavior.
UI. When the clock goes all the way down, can I stop using a downtime for it?
It'll start going up as soon as you stop going to work.
Fuck.
But hey, it'll give you some breathing room so that you can mess around some without them necessarily trying to kill you. That's good news, right?
Yep. In this life.
I believe that is everyone. No, Warden. Warden, you have an extra.
Does anyone need one?
Does anyone need one?
No, I do want to do that job for Warden though, unless
Does
we want to
Thrill
push it
want
to
to
next time.
de-stress?
Yeah, what's your stress at?
Oh yeah, your stress is
Oh.
at 5.
I guess it is. Yeah, I could de-stress.
About to go talk to Daddy.
Yeah.
Be stressed.
Oh, I'm not going. The fuck I'm going. I said in the note I'm not going. But it will stress me out that Warden is going to do this. So,
Okay.
yeah, I was with Knight anyway. I can de-stress.
Well, hang on. What vices do you have currently?
Pleasure.
So I think you're gonna have to. Hang on. Okay, I suppose I could switch your purveyor from Mara to your husband, or husband
my
to
husband.
be.
I don't know. Every time you be overindulging, you need to get your.
Bitch! Then slow down!
All right. I can. Your pleasure indulge with your hubby. Not your hubby, not hubby. You're
My
almost hubby.
man's.
Your man's.
Dude, if you overindulge
My
again, I'm gonna freaking laugh.
The
You have
boy-
to roll a
boy-
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clears 3 stress. You know,
Okay.
it
That's
was,
a good amount. That's a good
it was good. It was good.
Good roll.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Which
good time.
job would you all like to do first? Would you like to do the Powell job, or would you like to meet with the tower first?
Warden wants to meet with the tower first.
That's true, because then we can go into the PAL. Because I'm worried if we do PAL job first, we'll be like, oh, we don't want to use any die, you know, in case the tower job is too hard.
Well, you guys are
But
going to get a new
if
set
the
of
tower job
downtimes
works, we won't have
afterwards.
to talk to them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But
Then we'll have
might as well.
dice left over for the PAL job, hopefully.
We should do the tower thing first,
Okay.
in case it takes a long time anyway.
Okay.
Let's do that.
If he even wants to see us, I don't know.
Bro,
Greg,
what
yeah,
if it's
that's-
not even a
This is
job?
all completely assuming that he wants.
Yeah, you get a cipher, you open the letter, it just says
No.
fuck off.
Well,
I
y'all remember
disowned you.
yeah.
The
Oh,
last
way.
time.
Who
the
are
last-
you? Question mark. Oh,
Who is this?
the
yeah.
last
Never
time
heard of
Thrill-
Avitha Hawthorne.
The last time Thrill talked to his parents in a political manner, it went so well. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Give me a second. I need to figure out where they're going to do this job.
So, who is also going into this talk? I assume the rest of us will be nearby.
Well, they'll be on standby nearby, but we'll decide all that after
Okay.
engagement roll. But everyone, you get to decide the size of your payload.
I think Ash would be like, "Boss, I'm gonna be with you, right?"
If you want to come, yes.
Don't you think it's a little necessary?
I intend on talking. I don't intend on fighting.
Have you seen him fight?
Yes, I have. I was there.
Actually, I think the only one that has seen the tower specifically fight is Thrill.
Fucking
Ash
terrifying.
hasn't?
I don't think you have seen him fight. I think you have heard about him fighting. But yeah, the only one who has actually seen the tower fight is Thrill at the opera.
I think I mostly dealt with the star anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
okay.
would have heard of the fact that he's no slouch. This would take place in 6 Towers.
'Cause that's the
So
boss.
let us go to engagement.
You're welcome to
roll.
come.
All
I'm
right.
gonna take a normal look, by the way.
Is this a social plan?
Absolutely.
Deaf.
Okay. And just meeting via letter. They give you
Does
a time and
normal-
place.
Does normal load impede stealth?
No. Heavy load
heavy
impede
does.
stealth does, though.
Okay. I'm gonna
Oh.
have normal this time around because of who we're talking to.
Heavy, because I'm a bodyguard.
Okay. So it's gonna be plus for personal clothier, minus because of tier. Neutral territory. And you guys kind of threw in the towel on getting the jump on them.
Oh, I was. Damn it. No, we need a. Yeah. I just
Give me
got
a
thing for
second.
that too.
I'm going to give you a die, however, because this is your closest ally's turf. So 2. Sound good for everyone?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
I'm sweating.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Every day I'm desperate.
Yo,
Hey,
do I
hey.
get to fight the tower today? Because please.
I mean,
Maybe
Warden
today
about
we
to get
fight
some
God.
experience on his rolls, you know?
I'm about to get some trauma, baby. Give it to me. I want it.
Not those desperate rolls tonight, y'all.
Let's
Ooh.
go. I'm standing by, but I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, I'm not going into this, but I will be close by in case shit goes south.
Give me 1 sec. I need to change. Little change in venue.
Seeing him on the screen is giving me trauma. As we speak.
Oh,
Just saying.
desired effect.
Oh god, I'm not even going into this fucking meeting. I'm already sweating.
He's so hot, though.
He is so hot, though.
Hey, Thrall, is your dad beekeeping age?
Oh god.
Why would you go after someone's parent?
Please,
That
you
just
don't want him.
seems
You don't
terrible.
want him, I promise.
No, don't worry, Ash.
I feel so sad
Ash
for
gets
anyone in
theirs
chat
elsewhere.
who does not understand this reference, but I'm really hoping they will. Someone drop this in Discord at some point, because it's
We
just-
literally have a like a handmade meme of this too.
Yeah, I think
we really
do.
do. The
We have-
velvet.
With the velvet in the tower. It's so good.
Thrall,
You
I'm
all
gonna
wa-
fuck your dad.
You all walk
Sorry.
into this building, and you see bodyguards, and you see the tower, who's standing at the top of a spiral staircase, flanked by guards on both sides. There's looks to be about 12 people here. Question, are you bringing the Masons to this meet?
Yeah.
Are they coming inside with you?
Yes.
Okay. They come and they say, no weapons, and they go to pat you down. Do you let them?
Yeah. I let them pat me down, yeah.
Pat you down. They don't find a concealed weapon, but what about anyone else? Are you letting them pat you down? You're gonna come in unarmed?
I thought we weren't going in.
Who else? Who is
You're welcome
going
to
in and
stand
who is not
outside.
going in?
My boy's going in.
Stand up.
Yeah, your
You're
boy's
staying
I was over on the
outside.
bench.
You're standing outside.
Your boy is going in. I'm going in.
Wait. Is Knight going in?
I have to go in. The Masons are going in.
No, you don't
Hey,
have
all
to
the
do
Masons
anything.
are going inside?
That's what he said. He said the Masons are going in. This is up to y'all. You guys can decide this. I'm asking who's going in.
Then one Knight. I really don't want you to go in.
Well, what's he gonna do? Shoot me?
Yes. Yes, he will.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
Stabs you. Like, no, he really will. He'll do it just to spite me.
Masons, huddle
You know
up.
what? They can.
Huddle up,
Yeah,
Masons.
sure. They can confiscate my blades. Sure.
Okay.
I didn't bring the ghost blade.
So you're
'cause I wouldn't
coming?
need it for this motherfucker.
Okay.
Ash is going in. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Can
circle up.
I?
Oh, good.
Can I? I was gonna say, can I roll to see if one of my blades stays concealed?
Oh, so you're gonna try to hide it? Ooh, I like
Hide
it.
one. I want to
Okay.
hide one,
Sure. Where are you trying to hide it?
like my boot or something.
Okay.
laugh
That
in
sounds
your boot?
like
I got a snake in my boot.
that sounds like finesse to me.
Yeah, that's good for me because I have 3 in finesse.
Uh,
I really need to succeed this. Can I
this
have
is
a
gonna
holly die,
be-
please?
Desperate.
Yes, go
and
ahead.
Standard. Let me add a holly die. We're down to 4, I think now.
We are yes,
I
think
we are
so,
down
yeah.
to. No, we had 7. We used 2.
I used
Plus
one.
this
Craig
one.
used one.
Yeah, so that's
plus
Oh,
this
okay.
one,
I
so-
missed. I didn't realize another die was used. Let me mark that. Okay, yeah, we have 4 left.
And
The 3 now.
Yes,
they
success.
pat you down, you get in, they don't notice the knife.
Can I huddle
Alright.
up with the Masons real quick
Yeah.
before they go in?
Yeah, of course.
Huddle up.
What do you need, boss? What's the
All
scope?
right. Warden needs all of you nitwits in there with him. Right? Don't do anything stupid in there.
We'll never do anything stupid, boss.
Frick. Do I need to tell you about last week?
Oh, it wasn't me fault.
Who else would do that to a ghost?
You look at me funny.
Okay, well, anyways, the main priority is to make sure Warden gets out alive. No fights, no scraps, no fighting.
No fucking fighting. I got it, boss. No fighting.
Mora, no fighting. He's like looking at each of them.
No fighting, boss. Got it.
They're probably going to take your weapons. Just give them up. If shit hits the fan, get Warden out of there.
Warden's the priority. Got it.
Alright, and can I do this if there is an issue that the Masons get into? Could that be counted as using my leader command?
I'd say that what you just did is giving them commands, is commanding them. So that's
Okay.
fine. Let me...
You want me to roll for that?
Yes. This is going to be just risky standard.
Okay, let me push myself.
Okay, and I'm going to roll their tier. Oh,
I don't like O's. Why are you O's?
no, this is good for you all.
Oh, okay.
I apologize, everyone. I should have addressed this earlier. Ash is a player character now. And, you know, even though narratively we haven't covered this, mechanically you all are entitled to another expert.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Give me.
So we can figure out their name later, but you have an assassin. What would you like them to do?
what assassins do.
That's
Oh, another me?
that's a lot.
Okay.
Where would you like them to be? Would you like them to be with you? Would you like them to be outside?
Mandy, what would you want? Because you took over Ash, I will let
Yeah.
you decide.
Oh. Probably. I don't know. Maybe one of. Does Ash have any buddies from the Deathlands?
Yes, and we can get to character creation after the
Okay.
episode, but that's a
Yeah.
good place to start.
So probably somebody Ash knows and trusts. We can decide who they
And what are they? And what are they doing?
Probably if they can do this, some similar things to what Ash does. Probably scouting the building or already hiding somewhere inside the building.
That will require a flashback, but it is doable. I'm gonna say
How many points?
that's a 2 stress flashback,
Ooh.
but totally doable.
What do you
Thoughts?
got?
What do you guys think?
I'll take the 2 stress
Sure, yeah.
if someone needs to.
No,
take
wouldn't
the
I
stress for the
take?
flashback?
Wouldn't I take this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would say anyone could take the stress because this is a cohort action.
I'm already at 4.
Yeah,
Right
I've got
now.
like 2, I think. Yeah, I've got 2. I'll take it.
Okay. So I'm going to roll their tier. So just take the stress, and their tier is 4. And this is going to be how effective, how good of a spot are they in?
Success!
Ooh.
They're
Let's
in
fucking
his
go.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
Dude,
won't-
they're in his fucking walls.
You
They're
won't-
Spider-Man above him.
You won't
Yeah.
know, but let's just say they're in a very good position. Okay,
Are
so
we sure we don't want to kill
Thrill-
this episode?
Thrill is outside. Knight is inside.
I was over.
Ash is inside. Masons are inside. Warden is inside. And everyone's letting themselves get pat down except for Ash, who hit a knife, correct?
And I
Let
got my
myself get
Derringer.
pat
And you've got
down.
your Derringer. Yeah. Wait, say again,
I
Randy?
let myself.
No,
get
no,
pat
what I
down.
mean though is no one else will have any weapons.
Have
Like
weapons.
normally
Right.
because of how Blades does, you add stuff, but if you're letting your weapons get taken, that means you don't have any weapons except for Ash.
I know Warden has the Derringer, and I know I have my blade. That's all we need.
Okay.
Knight, are you going in or out?
I'm. It's taking me like 10 minutes to get all this shit off me as we walk
It's-
into this.
But
Because
you
Ash
did
would
let
know
them,
that you carry.
but you did let them take your stuff, Knight, right?
Yes, correct.
Also, update. I was able to successfully do surgery on my keyboard and it's working. So hooray.
Yes!
Yay!
Lesson: don't let your 2-year-old eat ice cream at your desk. That's
Daring
what we
move.
learned today.
Daring move.
That was a
Ash
risky
knows
move.
about the Derringer, right?
Yes,
They've
I think
seen it
you all
before.
do. Yeah.
You pointed it at them when they met, so yeah, they know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And the guards stop the dregs and they say they can wait inside, but we only the principal members are coming upstairs.
That's
Sound
fine.
good?
We're just here to talk.
They leave you up, and the tower is sitting there. His patented. Wait, sorry, now that we're inside, do you all know what's
No.
coming?
Yeah, my body sweat in anticipation.
Sitting with his classic glass of whiskey, says, "Gentlemen, could you please get a few more glasses for these gentlemen and the gentle-them?" They go and bring glasses, and one of the guards offers to pour each of you.
Warden will take it.
Ash will take it.
Knight will take it.
And Night, you feel the shadow of two people behind you, very close.
Oh. Lucky me.
No. Oh. Venaday too scared to see me, huh?
I asked him to wait outside.
Perhaps prudent. What can I do for you, Warden?
Well, first, we've never properly met. I know you've...
I like to keep it that way.
And... I like that. Shows true power.
You know, I've never personally met one of my underling gangs before.
Well, then it's an honor.
I thought it appropriate in this instance. I was intrigued. Who was this man who helped them rise so high? With a little bit of help, of course. But impressive nonetheless. You survived the war in Crow's Foot, united Char Hollow, expanded your reach to several districts, and if I'm not mistaken, have worked out a tentative peace with those shadows in the docks, the Craiggumz. So, very impressive. I do have a question, though, before we get down to business. Something I've been very curious about.
Oh, sorry. Mari should be here.
Thank you. And Mari would let herself get pat down.
Probably. And,
Oh,
enthused
shit.
by it.
She'd probably like it.
I
Yeah.
forgot
yeah.
about Mar.
Yeah. Damn it.
That's the part.
You know
that
she'd.
Knight
You know
did
she'd
not
be
like.
flirting. You know she'd be flirting.
Yeah, she's eye fucking one of the bodyguards as this conversation
Nope.
is happening.
Make her smaller
That's my.
again.
That's my
She's
girl.
too big.
Okay, she's a little too big. This is about
She's
right,
way
right?
too big.
Make her a mole again. She was the right
Down.
size the first time.
She was the right size before.
She's
what are you
small.
doing?
Okay.
She little.
She little.
She's
But
smaller than
mighty.
Ash.
Okay. Better?
There we go.
Better?
There she
Got
is.
it?
Yeah,
Perfect.
there she is.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
But tell me one thing I'm very curious about. Were you really the ones that engineered the downfall of Lord Strangford? I could never really confirm that one myself.
Frankfurt died from the plague.
He smiles. Oh. At least this is off to a good foot. He glares over at Night. Mostly good foot anyway. So what can I do for you?
I received your missive from Bear about
Yes.
ending our supply of Quicksilver.
Yes, it was predicated on a relationship with my son. A relationship that no longer exists.
I understand. I'd like to restart that conversation with myself then. Look, I see you as a businessman, as am I. And I did not come here empty-handed.
No.
Warden, so I actually, I didn't say this, but I just thought of it.
Please, please. This is Blades.
Warden would like to hold his, or he's going to snap for Ash, but it's not in like the rude sense, but he wants Ash to hand him something. He wants to have all of Velvet's stuff.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand you lost someone very close to you. That's what brought me to this city as well. I lost my sister at the hands of Lord Strangford.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. As am I for yours. And I wanted nothing more than to see Lord Strangford dead. Which, bless the gods, happened. Since you brought it up. In accordance to refulfilling our deal with the Quicksilver, I'm looking to give you resources to help find a suspect in your brother's murder.
Sounds like sway.
And you know I'm going to push myself.
Yeah, this sounds like risky, but I'm gonna
We
say
also
this
have
is
die. We
great
have
effect.
multiple.
Oh, yep. I'm
We
gonna
have
push
4.
myself using a holly die.
Okay. So just the holly die, not pushing yourself.
Correct.
Okay, so let me minus.
Oh,
and then
so
add.
yes, I'll use a holly die. I mean,
Okay.
and I'll push myself. I got stress.
All right, go ahead.
We got 3 left.
He looks and says, "A noble offer, but what makes you think that I need your help? Also, the wording, very particular. Alleged perpetrator? If you are as clever as I think you are, you know exactly who is involved."
I have my theories, yes. She did leave in the middle of the night. Without telling anyone of her plans. And it has caused a rift felt across the city.
Yes, you could say that.
And I don't doubt that you don't have your own ways, but I think of it as a peace offering.
You're willing to make my life easier in exchange for allowing me to let you handle my Quicksilver supply in this city, yes?
I'd like to think over the last 2 years we have been very good business partners, not counting your relationship with your son involved in my gang.
I do believe that the Foghounds could handle distribution. They can handle their own problems, but if you're willing to offer this person up, he considers. I could put the Foghounds in better use elsewhere, but what do you know of her whereabouts and where she's gone? Or how do you hope to track her and give her location to me?
I don't. She was always very secretive. But she left in a hurry and left these journals, litanies, pieces of paper around. She also left with, I assume, her beloved.
Montgomery Dunridge.
Correct.
He was on my list. It was a shame. Couldn't kidnap him. And then he would have been there on that fateful day. It's incredible what coincidental timing can do to a plan. He looks at Mari and actually points. But who is she?
My loyal confidant, Mari.
Well, I see my research is decidedly lacking in one area. Pleased to meet you, Mari. Oh, the pleasure is all mine, whoever you are.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love this so much.
She said, whoever you are.
Whoever you are, yeah.
So, you will devote your resources to hunting this person down in exchange for entering business. Yes, this is our deal, Warden.
Devote my resources into hunting this person down. I have scoured this city. By my accord, she has left the city already. Supposedly that night. Or the morning of that fateful afternoon. I unfortunately cannot leave the city. But I have means, let's just say, once my business is done here, I'll be going back to the Dagger Isles. And have quite the fleet of ships at my disposal. Sailing all around. What's the planet called?
What is
Or
the
what's,
planet
like, the
called?
con-
I actually don't even
Yeah.
know.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's a
I don't
name
think
for
it's
it.
named.
I'll have a series of ships at my disposal. Mouths in every port from here to Tycheros. Someone's bound to see them eventually. And you have my word that once I do find them, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. But I really would like to hurt Vanaday. And this feels an awful lot like rewarding him. So he points at Knight. You're gonna let me take him.
What do you mean by take him?
You might get him back when I'm done with him.
You see, Knight's a very good bodyguard.
I have no doubt. In fact, I heard through the grapevine he held off 6 people in combat by himself. The problem is, Van is taking a shining to him and doesn't seem to give a shit about anything else in his life. How else am I to hurt the boy and keep him alive?
I could hurt him even more.
And how would you do that?
I can get him kicked off the council.
He leans in and whispers so that only you can hear him. I have a secret for you, Warden. I've tried so hard to teach my son a lesson that his recklessness is going to be the doom of him, but he just keeps getting away with it. You just cover for him too well. Too many people that I've sent after him to get him off of this line keep letting me down. How the fuck did you talk Levi out of coming for you all? It just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I could be very persuasive.
You must be a fucking miracle worker.
I've been called worse.
what you just said, you are going to deliver on that. Or one day, Knight is going to disappear, and you'll never hear from him again. And unlike most people in the city, I do have a watch.
You won't be disappointed.
I'm reducing, he says louder now and leans back and takes a drink. I'm reducing your cut, but you make good on your promises. We can go back to the way that business was before.
I'm sure you'll hear in the paper about a councilman stepping down.
Was anything that Warden said a lie?
No.
Okay. You'll get your weapons back at the door.
And our first delivery of Quicksilver?
The current shipment has been distributed already, but the next one, in 2 weeks' time, you may distribute as you see fit, like the good businessman that you are, Warden. And though I am impressed by you, I must insist this be the last time that I see you.
I understand.
Would you like to shake on it?
Gladly.
And he will reach out to shake your hand.
And he will shake his?
And he will watch the ink go into his hand. Said, I heard rumors about this. What was it? A god, a leviathan, a demon? Who gave you this power?
In the Dagger Isles, every ship is crewed by a first mate who is a very skilled whisper. After someone cheated me on a deal when I was very young, he asked me if I wanted to never be cheated out of a deal again. After that, I was held down and injected with Leviathan blood.
Not by choice, but to your benefit, then.
It still pains me to this day.
And, what happens if someone breaks one of those deals of yours?
I hope you don't have to find out.
I won't. If you'll give me the honor of listening to an old man vent the last time that you'll see him. I too wish for something once. I wish to rule the city without a single person knowing my name. Impossible, it was said. But through hard work, determination, a little bit of luck, and I do get to rule this city unseen. The Emperor has been seen more often than me, and I own this city. It
You can
feels
have it.
fucking good. If you change your mind, Warden, you would be a worthy adversary. And I hope for your sake you do not change your mind and you go home when your business is done. Do I make myself clear?
Bristol.
It's been an honor. please hand them their weapons back on their way out. And if he would like, I will allow Vanaday in to apologize.
Call Vanaday in.
You got it, boss.
Oh.
I will.
He's just sitting up
Yeah.
or leaning against the house.
Yeah, since Knight is staying there, I'll head outside. He said you can come in if you want to apologize.
Did he?
Yes. I'm telling you now before you go in and have the reaction you're having right now.
Right. Mm-hmm. It went bad or it went good?
We can talk about that later.
Should I apologize based on the conversation?
It might behoove you in some way to give him the satisfaction today.
Ah, he's feeling very cruel today, is he?
I don't think he's quite at that level yet.
Okay. Let's head on in. He will go in.
Warden.
Are they going to pat me down?
They are going to pat you down. Do you let them pat you down?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just mostly poisons. Bombs. Lots of bombs. I took both bandoliers.
Oh my god.
That's hysterical.
They're just hanging off him.
Hank.
heavily.
Oh, they're 100%. His jacket, he opens it up and it is lined. His coat is lined.
Like the Joker with the grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
I'll just take the coat off. It's easier that way.
I'm impressed. You could bring the building down with that.
I could do it with less.
Well,
How far away is he from me?
oh, he lets you sit up next to him on the couch where the others were sitting.
So is he across or next to me?
Across, about 3 feet away. Little table in between you.
Okay. Good. I need to read something.
Oh no! Is this what I think it is?
Oh, God. I would like to apologize for my behavior, Father.
Good.
I did not act in a way that befitted a man such as myself, and I hope that one day in the future that you can forgive me.
Then I have. And when my business with the Conduit is done, if you so choose, we can start over again.
Is that so?
It is.
Would you shake on that?
He offers his hand.
Then I'll take it. So I would just like to say that I would like to use an ability.
Okay.
I'd like to use venomous.
Okay.
Yes!
My girlfriend had the right idea! Fuck these guys!
And
Let's
what
fucking
poison?
go.
What poison have you acclimated yourself with venomous?
Well, you know, it's probably the only one I knew to teach Velvet.
Okay.
That's the only one he ever learned. I've had this thing on my sheet since I taught Velvet 2 seasons ago.
This is probably finesse.
Fucking die.
Would you
Bitch.
agree that this is finesse?
I would agree.
Oh my god. Take a holy die.
This is desperate.
You only have
and
one!
standard effect.
You have what?
You only have one time!
Just doing it for the point of it, okay?
Oh my god. Use the
I'm
dice,
do-
please.
I will.
And you're gonna push yourself?
You bet I am.
Push yourself.
3 die.
Oh my days.
Hey, 3's better than 1.
Mixed
Oh my
success.
god. My boyfriend.
Gotta finish the job. There's still one alive. Let the first one die. Next one, get out.
I need to read Heart Calm.
Let's fucking go. Heart calm.
Fuck this bitch!
Because I'm trying to interpret this mixed success. Unreliable. Fortune roll using its quality, which is 4. Okay. Could you... You know what? You shake his hand, you excrete. Wait. What are you guys tapping your ears for? Is there no sound? Am I disconnected? Oh. I've lost Discord again. Why am I losing Discord? That's crazy.
Is
You were-
Discord just crashing?
It's just Discord
Waving.
is not doing anything. It's just gone.
Oh.
Sorry,
We
everyone.
hear you now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we
I
hear you
know.
now.
Yeah,
I don't even hear anything. Just Discord is going.
Can
and
everyone hear
The stream
everyone?
seems okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the
Okay.
stream could hear you.
Heart
but
calm's
not
page
nobody else.
227, by the way.
No,
Indeed.
I found it, and that's why I rolled the fortune roll.
Oh yeah, he had his think about it.
Oh. Oh, it was a success.
6.
Yes. And you shake his hands, and he looks at you, and he looks at his hand. And he smiles. It's not a very friendly smile. Well, perhaps I'll see you again, Van.
When it's all over, as you said.
Yes.
I really am sorry.
No, you're not. But you can walk out of here. By the grace of me.
He wasn't lying when he said he was sorry. By the way. His
Yeah.
father could tell. He wasn't lying.
Okay. And let's take a quick break there. We'll be back in 15 minutes, everyone. Stay tuned.
Whew,
Anyone hot in here? I'm hot in here.
Oh, it's hot.
it's hot. I'm sweating.
See you all soon.
This is
Oh,
the
I'm so
spice
sorry.
we agreed
But I'm not.
to.
Hey everyone, welcome back to, I can't say second half because we're not going to go that much longer because we started a little bit
Oh,
late,
wow.
which was a combination. Yeah, I know, right? It's already almost
already
9
9
slash
o'clock.
midnight. But yeah, wow. So first thing, you saw all the shows that are coming soon. Craig's Monster of the Week is starting. Ancestral Blood is again on Friday. And then Helvetic Cats Fallout one shot. And I think actually we have 2 more announcements coming very soon. 3 more announcements actually coming soon.
3 more.
Yeah, 3 more. So we're cooking over here. But if you want to find out about all the stuff, discord.gg/MagiRPG, and we're basically also MagiRPG everywhere. If you want to catch up on older episodes, youtube.com/MagiRPG. And if you, like Holly and some other members, want to support the stream and stack the deck in favor of the players, then you can always donate to the stream, which goes towards all the art that this show, it is Momobee, but for all the shows, a bunch of awesome artists work on them. We are a visual group and like getting the art, and all of your game manipulation tips will go towards the artwork so that we can keep churning it out. Already very deep in planning artwork for next campaigns. So yeah. I have promised you the ability to do another job. That job also does not necessarily seem necessary at this point because you have probably solved your problems with some potential consequences, but it's up to you all. I'm going to resolve that job, and I'm going to do this on screen because, whoops, let me send this back to the hideout first. I should have been ready, but I'm not.
Yeah, get us out of this stinky 6 Towers place
Yeah.
with Lord Strangford standing there for some reason.
I think this
He's
is the I was gonna say I think that's the house we were in for the party
Yes.
season
Oh.
ago.
Yes. Yeah, Strangford's dead. He's not coming back. Maybe. Probably. He's probably not coming back.
Fucking better not.
And let me get the tower out of there too. But let's get Mari in there. Okay. So let's resolve that job. So, reputation, higher tier, so 3. Coin, this is a big one, so this is going to be a 12er or a 10er. So,
Oh, boy.
let's give each of you 1, and then let's see.
See, I'm back to 4
I'm
coin.
full.
Oh my god.
Better put
Pass-
some away.
Pass it on. Pass
And
it
then
on.
I'm going to give you each
Yeah.
another one from the clan, the gang.
Oh no.
I'll pass.
Not the clan. I don't take money from the clan.
And then I'll
Yeah,
put the
we don't
rest
take
into
money.
the
No, thank you.
vault.
I'll pass.
Okay, so we each get 2 from this.
Yes, you each get 2.
Plus I get 2
2
from
money.
something on the side, so I get 4.
Yeah.
Well, something on the side directly goes into the stash, but yes.
Yeah. But I have to put it in my coin first before I can put it into stash. You can't just add into stash.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It doesn't let you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Guys, if I win big, gambling,
I
hear
have
me out.
2.
If I win,
2 left.
Warden will give his coin to Thrill for organizing the meeting.
Okay. It is smooth and quiet, low exposure. I'm going to add 1 heat for higher tier target, but I believe you get minus heat for everything
That is correct.
because of cover operations, so 0. And then you also get Vice Den. So I need to give you more coin. Entanglements, gang trouble, usual suspects. Okay, cool. I know what I'm doing. So Vice Den, tier roll minus heat. So you currently have... Do you have any heat right now? You have 2 heat. So let me do tier roll. 3. And I hope you all are thinking about your downtimes now. So you get 3 more coin. I'll put that
I'm building
into...
this NPC in case nobody else wants to.
We're rich.
You're rich.
Or bitch.
And then you get 2 more coin because it was a socialized score.
Call real big.
So
Money
you're
real
all
big.
full. Would
let's
you
buy
all
some
like to
sugar.
go to tier 4?
How many coin? How much coin does it take?
24, or it'd be
24.
no, it'd be tier 3 strong, wouldn't it?
No, you're at tier 3 strong already.
Are we really?
Are
How?
You upgraded
weak
not that
last
long ago.
We went up from. I don't think so.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Because we went up to tier 3.
You were gone when they did that. You
Okay.
started the season at tier 3 weak. And then they upgraded once while you were gone. I'm pretty sure. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm reasonably sure.
We're still streaming. We can talk about that later. But
All right, we'll talk about it
I
later.
don't know about that one. I'm be honest. I appreciate it, but I don't remember that.
All right. What do you all want to do?
Are we out of there?
You're out of there. You're back home. The dust is settled. And you probably have some talking to do.
I will look to Warden, or Knight will look to Warden, and just put his hands up.
He poured himself a nice beer. That's why he's holding the
What-
beer.
What do you? You have the best hunter in Duskfall. You could have just sent me after him. He doesn't have me in the city. It's a win-win.
That wasn't his plan.
His plan was probably to kill me there and then watch me bleed out, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, well, you know and I know that I wouldn't go down like that in that scenario. Which means he
And you-
knows that.
And you know that I know that it wouldn't have been a clean getaway.
Exactly. That's why you brought her in there. No point to Mari. He's on the other side of the room, by the way. What was it? You say jump, she goes how high? No offense.
Keeping you all safe is my top priority right now.
Is someone going to say what happened in that meeting?
We got the drugs back. And I offered to help him find Velvet.
Oh,
He also wanted to hurt Knight,
You could try.
which I talked him out of.
how'd you do that?
I told him I'd get you to step down from the council.
Really?
Really.
You will look tonight, like
Made
in
them-
confirmation.
it
Welcome,
made
Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome,
Hey, thanks for
Raiders.
the raid.
Thank you for the raid.
Hi guys.
Oh, blue card. It made the most sense at the time. I saw nothing against it, though. I had other opinions on to deal with the former portion of the deal.
So,
Look.
what now?
Will you get your hospital finished? Get your books in order? And you still continue to save Duskfall.
What, by working at the hospital or something?
mean, I wasn't lying when I said after our business is concluded, I will be going home. I intended for each and every one of you to have a spot in the Dagger Isles.
Yeah, do they have much need for doctors there?
Everywhere needs a doctor, Thrill.
Hmm.
But no, not doctors. Our ships are rather rudimentary. I thought you might be interested in inventing something new.
A ship designer? That would be an interesting job.
You'd be paid handsomely. Safe.
Yeah, I wouldn't have assassins after me every week. That's not normal there.
Not under my roof, no.
I've never left Duskfall before.
A fresh start, I'm thinking. I
And when-
couldn't think of any other reason. And I didn't want Knight to get hurt.
Nor would I. He's the only thing I'd give it up for. The only person I'd give that position up for.
And I know you like it. I know you like the power that comes with it, but I know how much it's been taking out of you trying to play both sides of the coin.
It is. It's nice to play both sides of the law.
But it's exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
I also made a promise to your mother.
You go around speaking to my mother now.
We've had a date or two, yes.
A date?
Adults talking.
Right. Sure.
She wants you out of the game.
Of course she does. She doesn't like criminals.
And while we did not shake on it, so you have no fear of her being affected, I am still a man of my word, even if I don't shake on it.
Are you insinuating that you did shake with my father?
Yes.
Ah.
I'm just thinking of the end game.
What's your timeline for that?
I said soon. Doesn't mean it has to be tomorrow. Once the Craiggumz are dealt their weapons, I believe that's the last of my deals in the city.
I guess we should finish that and be done with it. I'll go with you. As long as he will. I help gesture tonight.
Knight doesn't say anything. He kind of looks away when you look at him.
Yeah, I think Ash is mostly very neutral, but is kind of pointedly not looking in Warden's direction.
Noticing this, Mari gestures to Knight and Ash. Pardon me. Could I speak to you two alone for a moment?
I don't know that there's anything you can say that you shouldn't say in front of the group.
No. But you two will actually care about this.
Watch it.
I like telling secrets. Really? You're gonna deny me this?
Fine.
And Warden just stares at her.
Fine. Let's talk then.
Come on, Knight. I don't bite friends.
The ghost blade is on my back.
Go ahead, hear her out.
Knight will walk up to her.
We can go to another room or whatever.
We can leave the room too. It's
Yeah.
fine.
She just takes you
Yeah.
off to another corner.
Mm-hmm.
So, I noticed Little Thrill being naughty.
Yeah.
It's time for you two and me to take drastic action.
Why?
You're being cryptic for someone who enjoys telling secrets.
I think Little Thrill tried to do something to his father. And it's not going to end well for him unless we do something. So, don't worry, I'm going to tell the boss. But while you were all busy getting ready to secure more drugs, I did something really secret. And I think you're going to like it.
All right, out with it.
I brought Falca back.
Immediately from the straps of her shirt, lifts her off the ground, slams her into the wall.
Ooh. Didn't know you had it in you.
Who decided
Okay.
that?
Me.
Knight, that was the plan from the beginning. Why
It's
else
not-
would we bother getting her soul? So you took the steps out of it. What did you do? What is she now? Not human.
Speak!
Human enough. Relax. So
I have my
touchy.
hand on the hilt.
I put her in a body. You all needed a vicious killer again, and I gave you one. I think you need more vicious killers around here.
So she's... Actually, does Ash knows what vampires are?
Probably yes.
Oh my gosh. He doesn't.
Is she
lose her
immortal?
Shit. Sorry.
Close enough. As immortal as Warden over there is. See, I wanted to keep it a secret, so when I get to push him through that mirror over there that you won't let me touch, he gets to see his friend again. Isn't it a good surprise?
Above table. What the fuck?
You guys don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, Ash doesn't know. Okay, I didn't think so. Velvet does,
Knight lets go of her.
but Velvet's not here.
Thank you.
And walks out the house.
Oh.
I think in a flash, the ghost blade is at her throat.
Whoa. Unnecessary.
Where is she?
She's walking the path of echoes, just like Warden is.
So what you're
She's
saying
in a
is-
catacomb under the city next to a powerful glowing orb, getting a body that no one needed anymore imbued with her soul.
But that's not Falca.
It is
Not really.
Falca. Really Falca.
Above table, do I know what the other options are for this kind of thing other than being a hull or a vampire?
I think those are the only ones that you have all been made aware of. The other one is just to be a spirit that's kind of insane. Or passing on.
Thrill and I just on the other side of the house, just sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
Drinking?
Warden's arm around him, telling him
Yeah.
he's proud of him.
Oh God. Just wait.
What you're saying is you're making a vampire right now.
Yeah. My co-DM
Yeah.
requires something.
Yeah.
Yes, here you go. Here you have chips. Can you go eat them at the table? Thank you.
Take your chips, boy.
Yeah.
Hell
Eat your
yeah.
chips.
Eat your
Chippies. Ash suddenly has chips as well. Not really. Why?
This is what you wanted. You need it. Sometimes talking fails. Warden, he's really good at it. I would know. Ah, he's so good at it. But every once in a while, you've just gotta punch your hand through someone's chest, you know?
Yeah, I do actually.
So, just, you know, birds and stones.
I'll back off a little bit.
Ash, I know a vicious killer when I see one, and you know that push was gonna come to shove eventually, whether it was Jira or whoever that handsome gentleman was in the house. One of them was going to get at you all eventually.
I was ready to do it today.
Well, then you should be thanking me, like I said. I'm gonna give you your friend back.
You and I both know it's not really gonna be her.
It's her spirit. And you don't want to know the mechanics about this, but it's even her body, too.
I think I know enough about it.
It's fine.
Fine for you. You don't have to deal with the consequences.
Well, I'm part of the Conduit, so I think I do have to deal with the consequences now.
You and I both know that you could get out of this at any time.
Yeah, but it's so much fun not to.
I cracked the whip.
Ah!
That
You're-
never gets old.
You're a real bitch sometimes, Ash.
Oh, I'm much worse than that.
She strains like she wants to. You feel her urge to tear you limb from limb, but of course she cannot. And then she just smiles.
That's a fun feeling. Keep feeling that.
I bet you know something about that too.
I do. Now fuck off and go be a good dog or whatever you are now.
Woof woof. Warden, can I leave the house?
Sure. Yeah, whatever.
Great. Ash told me to fuck off.
Bye.
Yeah, she does that.
And Mari actually undoes the locks to the front door this time. Because she thinks it's more dramatic, and then walks out and closes the door.
I walk over to the bar and find whatever the cheap bottle of vodka is.
Was it that bad of a conversation? Where did Knight go?
Sips. She revived Falca, or she's in the process of doing it right now.
That's fantastic news.
Well, the hull's not ready yet.
It's not a hull. Do you know what a vampire is?
No.
Would we know?
Up to you. Thrill, probably not. Warden, maybe, but also probably not.
That's not
I
of
mean-
science.
It's her body, it's her spirit, but it's not
Dead.
the same.
Nothing ever comes back the same.
But
You're-
she's alive.
Your father knows that you did something. We're probably gonna have to go kill him.
No need.
And surprisingly, I agree with her.
Well,
Don't
unless
fucking tell her I said that, but I do.
I agree, but unless he can do something in the next 24 hours or so, there's no point. He'll be dead by then.
If he knows you did something, whatever the fuck you did.
Wait.
What did you do anyway? What did you
trick, I think.
do, Thrill?
What do you mean? What do you mean he'll be dead?
I took a page out of your book, Warden, and a bit out of Velvet's book.
Welcome, Raiders.
Thank you for the raid.
Hi!
Hey, Perception Studios. Hey, we raid them usually.
My handshake is, not something that makes deals, but it certainly can kill people sometimes.
What is it?
If we're lucky, he'll fall dead to about a heart attack tomorrow, this time.
And you think there isn't an anti-venom for heart calm? You should know this.
Oh, there is. It's unreliable, much like heart calm.
Well, fingers crossed, otherwise I'm gonna have to go fight one of the strongest men in Duskfall. Probably short of the Emperor himself. Short of myself.
Or
Or giving up Velvet's not gonna save you from this, Warden. You already tried that.
no. Imagine the power play if you saved him. You walk right up to him and you save him. Imagine that message that would send.
You want him to live?
No, of course not.
No, but he's the kind of man who would respect it.
Yeah.
My deal had nothing to do with him surviving. There wasn't even a protection clause. We would go to war, yes. We're already at war, technically. But if you walked into his house and saved him, imagine that. You said it yourself, that's a man that would respect that. But the choice is yours.
He's smiling. He's thinking about it.
I tried to give you that look when your uncle was on the floor. Now I'm saying it out loud.
Oh, that would be so good.
Your life in your father's life in your hands, Thrill. Feels good, doesn't it? That's the feeling I get after every deal.
Oh, I have to.
Or you don't. You're an adult. I'll leave it up to you.
No. Killing him is easy. Saving him sends a message. Makes a point. I can't gloat if he's dead. I would like him to live the rest of his life knowing that I was the reason he was living. He very certainly made sure through all my life that I thought the same of him. Why not? And we can
And you
finish
get
up.
to,
Good.
you get to carry that for as long as you breathe. That power over him.
I suppose I should probably do it when he's weakened.
Can you do this? I don't know much about poisons and venoms. Regale me with the symptoms.
It looks like a very ordinary heart attack. It's not a painful death either. Quick.
There's worse ways to go, I guess.
It's a mercy kill for someone like him, really. Perhaps I was too kind in that. It could be stopped. I know how it affects the heart. With the right amount of drugs in his system, it could almost, not 100%, nothing's ever 100% in medicine, guarantee that he'd live through it. I suppose I could get that whipped up while he sweats a bit.
How much time does he have?
Typically it's about 24 hours from injection.
And if we take what we know about Velvet's leaving,
Yes,
You
they
have
are of
about-
similar builds and health.
you have about 22 hours to save his life.
You know there's a world where he just kills me straight after. So I should go alone.
The fuck you are.
I'm not going to get you all killed just because I'm doing this.
I'd like to see him try to kill me.
We're a unit. I'm going with.
Show of force, huh?
No. Another social call. Doctors make house calls, don't they?
I think we all know how my house calls go with people. But I suppose we could switch it up this time.
Where is Knight? Or do you
Speaking,
want to keep this between us three?
He's pissed about Falca and walked out.
He is not going to be alone on the streets when my father just threatened to take him.
What do you want me to do? Go find him and bring him back?
He can't be far.
I'm sure he's not. I'll go hunt him down.
And we will end today on Night. What are you doing, Night, while this discussion is happening?
Knight's thinking about what Mari said. How the tower, he was completely fine with the tower threatening his life. However, with Thrill's choice, he's pondering on how to protect Thrill. And in doing so, and we'll leave it at this, he's sitting on a rooftop. And he's scanning the city he loves, Duskfall. And he's looking as Jira walks out of her house. And I'll leave it at that for tonight.
And we can close there, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. We will be back on Friday for Ancestral Blood. Getting closer to the end on that. The coterie is over in Greece, I believe, still.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Beach holiday!
they just had
Oh,
a
yeah.
giant lore
Yay!
drop that you should all go on
Big
our
lore
YouTube
drop,
to
yeah.
see. But we'll be back here next Tuesday. And don't forget that we have 2 new shows starting. We have our Fallout one-shot run by Helveticat, and also our Monster of the Week game run by Craiggumz, which starts next week. Thank you all for watching. Go to discord.gg/magicrpg and follow the stream if you want to see what's happening with us. But for now, that is everything. Thank you for the rage. Thank you all for staying, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
God.
All through the night they scrap and fight, blood boiling and blood spilt. They pull the strings, cut heads off kings in this gang that they built. Fight with shadows, hearts all pound. Oh, what they want is what they get. Once they got their sights set, they never quit. It's the rise of the Conduit. It's the rise.